Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful session here today. This is the 7th January. Looks like pound yen followed the technicals on the daily, and we continued moving up to fill this wick. Around here, this is the wick that we were looking at. If you remove all the analysis here, now what I'm looking to see if are we going to come up towards 141 here again or not. That's the whole problem here now. So we're going to switch down to the 30-minute time frame, and the first thing that we can see here is that we're creating a resistance at this point. Also in the 15-minute time frame, we're trying to create a support over here, and if we break this area, we're going to continue moving down just like yesterday. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. Now, based on a 30-minute time frame, even if this candle closes bullish, I think what's going to happen is we have this range, it's like 11 pip range, so we'll need to wait for price to break above, 140.800 for it to continue moving bullish. That's what I think. Looks like we have the gulag coming in here slowly. YouTube chat populating here slowly. We got people in the Zoom here populating here slowly. Just got to make sure everything is running good here. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY, so we broke below the support 127. We made a low at 126. Man, Euro JPY is in a very, very tough position here because it's in the middle of a bunch of ranges here. You got an 11 pip range, like a 15 pip range right over here. It's like a 15, 17 pip range. You got a 12 pip range below 127. So it's in a lot of different ranges here, which is not very friendly to trade in. The only thing that I think is going to work out really, really well if we start breaking the low below here, 140, and then we can have like a impulse counter trend trade coming down towards, I would say like 140, 500 would be pretty good, 140, 450. Let's see what happens here. So somewhere right over here. All right, let's take a look at this first chart here today. This first chart took a sell when price broke the low over here. Price came so close, 10 pips, but retraced back. Price came so close to retrace, but close everything at BE. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I guess you want to sell right over here too. Oh, price came close to 10 pips. Okay. Well, when this candle closed, I guess then you would have came out at break even. It's still pretty good. Came out at break even. So now, this is interesting situation here now. We made a high at 148.00. Price came down. Previous candle closed bullish. Now, if this candle breaks the low over here, I think we can continue moving down. Have this counter trend impulse trade coming all the way down over here. 140, 480, around like 15, 16 pips over there. So this should work out over here. Any advice on gold? I think we need to send a chart. Probably going to look at gold here in a little bit here now. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Please have a look. My GJ trade from this morning. Let's take a look here. You had a buy, wait, partial TP, 80 pips. Nice, beautiful. Full target over there. Yeah, breaking this level is going to be very important. 148.00. After you break 148.00, we can continue on moving bullish. And if we take a look to the left hand side, what we can see is that our first target is obviously going to be this wick fill at 149.00, and then all the way up towards 141, because we had these rejections here previously. So I think this could be a pretty good area for price to come up to. 141. Also looking at it on the 1 hour perspective, it makes sense because this was the last time price kind of like consolidated, ranged, retested 141 area. So this is going to be a very good area to come up to if we break above 148.00, which is like around 20 pips away, like 20 pips away. So that's where my efforts are going to be here today, to see if we can break above 148.00 and continue on, or are we going to break this low here to continue down, because now this is like a 10 pip range. Hey, you helped a lot of people with FTMO, but they can't trade at all. That's true. At the end of the day, FTMO makes money and you don't. Because it's super hard. I know a lot of people who spent a lot of money on FTMO. But then I said, go learn, go get a course from someone, go learn. Oh, no, 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 you know. I'm like, all right. Okay, let's take a look at this. I took this trade after watching your course and it helped a lot. Okay, let's take a look at this here. Enter when price broke the last wick high over here. This was on 30-minute time frame. Oh, USDJPY, okay. Took TP1 at 20 at 80%. Oh, beautiful. Looks like the dollar really moved up over here, filled the range here to the left hand side at 103,400 and continued on bullish to 103,550. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Just gonna do some labeling over here. So this is a resistance. I guess this could be a target over here. Potential target if price breaks above 140,800. It's going to be a potential target right over here. So we need to break above 140,800. Can't take a buy here because again the range is pretty small over here. So you know, can't really do anything about it. Gold is back in the range. You know, this morning I was looking at gold and I was looking at this support gold was making right over here. Let's just bring this down here. This support, right? So gold made the support. We broke down. We had like almost like a 100 pip range all the way down towards, you know, 1906. But now we've come back in this range over here. So now we're not sure what's going to happen because now we also have this minor resistance here. And if you take a look at price all the way from minor resistance to this resistance here, this is a 64 pip range. Gold has a lot of volume here, man. A lot of volume here these days. So we're coming up towards 14800. All right, we're breaking up here slowly. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Let's go back to the 30-minute time frame. So what we would need is, what I would need to see is a candle closing above 14800 and then going all the way towards, you know, like 14900 first and then continue on towards 141. So 141 is going to be the target here for today. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. First trade of the day, 3 p.m., 10 pips secured, runner running, beautiful. Very nice. I guess the runner got stopped out or break even. Why didn't you go for buy when the support is formed? Wouldn't it retest the high? Yeah, it should retest the high. And the reason why I didn't go for a buy was because this candle closed like a weak bullish candle. And also this range was like a 11 to 12 pip range. You know, so I have to follow my rules. Even though price is going to fill the range, I want my range to be at least 15 pips, 15 to 20 pips. That's very important for me to kind of like follow my rule that way. Because I've seen in the past that these candles, they close like a small bullish candle. Small bullish candle means that there's less volume to continue to go up, you know. But you know, if it does go up, you need like a bigger range. So this wasn't enough range for me to take a trade. Hey bro, I am Coben's student. It's only a matter of time and I'm gonna make 500,000 a day. Oh, nice, man. Good luck. 500,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Man, people have these unrealistic expectations from the market, you know. Or I wonder what kind of movies they watch when you talk about 500,000 a day. 500,000 is a lot of money, you know. I mean, it's all right. Let's go to Forex Factory. Let's see what's going on. We have no news here. Nothing really happening. We have unemployment claims. They're claiming 798,000. I think it's going to be way more than that because, you know, ADP yesterday was pretty low, negative 123,000 from 60,000. So I'm looking at like a bigger number over here for unemployment claims. Do we need to take the wicks on the left into consideration when looking for buys? See, that's the thing. Because you see previously these candles, they closed below this area. We had this candle move above and then close below this area. So as this candle is coming up, as it's open, we don't know whether it will continue moving up or will it leave a wick over here. We just don't know that. You know, so I think what's going to be better is going to be either to wait for like a 15-minute candle to close bullish and then take the trade on the next one to continue up. But you know, taking a trade right over here is extremely risky because we don't know whether this will continue moving or it will come back in the range and close. That's something we don't know. You know, so in your quest of waiting for a candle to see if it's going to move or not, sometimes what's going to happen is that price is going to continue moving without closing. You know, and you miss trades like that, and that's totally fine when you miss trades like that, because the price didn't really give you an opportunity for you to enter confidently. You know, so at that time you just gotta wait over here. So it's better to wait for the 5 minutes to close, 15 minutes to close. You know, we also got this minor resistance over here. But if the candles do close above here and the next candle breaks the high of the 15-minute, then you're anticipating the volume in pre-New York to push price towards, you know, 141. So we got about 6 minutes left for this candle to
Thank
close.
you.
All right, perfect.
Hey Raja, how's
Hey,
it going?
good. How are you?
Good, good, thank you. Do you think it was a good idea to buy when this candle in 15 minutes broke the previous 15-minute candle?
No,
No?
no, because it's a small range. This is like eight pip range. Even though it can work, but for good habits and discipline, it's very important that you have enough range. It's like 8 pip range, you know, because and we don't know how far it's going to go in the small range. You know, it can go and you can win that way, but then you're developing bad habits at that time because most times they don't work out. And even on the 30-minute, right, it wasn't enough range, even though it's moving further more, but you know, for my discipline's sake, it wasn't enough range. So this candle is about to close in 5 minutes. The 15-minute candle. So
Okay, thanks.
yeah, no problem. Are we going for pound yen this morning? Yes. Looking for it to close above 14800, break above the high here, and then continue on towards 141. I took this, but I effed up. But I think I fixed my mistake. Do you think I fix myself? So your entry was over here on AUD USD 15-minute time frame. My mistake was that I got in early when I saw the bullish one. Our mistake was that I broke the high. TP1 is 70%, the 30 to break even. Nice, beautiful. Chart is kind of zoomed out, but it worked out here for your favor. See this 30-minute candle? It's coming. This is something that you have to avoid. You know, even though if the price is breaking a zone, it doesn't mean it's going to continue moving. Because if there was a rejection before, there's a probability it's going to reject here as well. You know, so you have to wait for these candles to close. I don't like the buys if price breaks out looking for sells. Oh, Daniel Bateman is looking for sells here. We look for sells, 14900 here, support created, price broke out of the session. If price breaks resistance, there's less room for price to go before experiencing pressure. Yeah, the resistance is right here, 14800. You know, so you're anticipating volume to continue pushing price. You know, not above 149.80, but if you get a close over here, you're expecting volume to continue pushing price to 141. At the same time, I'm also looking for sells if we start breaking below 146.40. You know, right over here, this low here. So we'll see what happens. Could we enter off a 15-minute candle? Yeah, the candle's about to close here, so we're going to see what happens here. When are you going to enter GJ this morning? You know what? I'm waiting for this candle to close. If this candle closes, actually, first of all, I'm not trading this week. Probably going to start trading from next week. I'm not trading this week. I'm only going to be taking paper trades. So I think once this candle closes, it's going to be a good idea to wait for the next one to break this high and then continue on towards 141. What's this? Chin Lock Win. Hey, did my analysis on GJ? Could you please check it out? Alright, coming from the gulag here. Chin Lock Win. Got our Asian brother here. Opportunity to buy if the price goes higher than 140,800, 25 pip range, going all the way towards 141. You're looking at 141,090. Looks good. Opportunity for sell down over here. I think you can also look for an opportunity to sell below this area right over here. I'm not sure if you can see the screen, but that area there. All right. Hey, Raja, newbie here. Used your wick fill method yesterday and worked on my GA trade. Any improvements? Thought it was a winning trade. Well, if it was a winning trade, there's no thinking if it was a winning trade or not, because it was a winning trade. Did not enter subsequent trades because I was sleeping. Oh, so this was a winning trade right over here for price to come down. Nice, nice one. All right, so we got 15 minutes left. No, actually 1 minute left. 1.5 minutes left for the 15-minute candle to close. And this is why it's really important to wait for the candles to close, because you see here, the 15-minute candle is closing below 14800, which is a resistance level. And if it closes below this level, then it's going to get very difficult here, right? So you have to wait here now. We got 15 minutes left for the 30-minute candle to close as well, and we're closing below 14800. So we're waiting. Let's take a look at this chart while we're waiting. This is bullish 15-minute candle resistance over here. Entered buy here. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Price continued up. You took profits, and that's about it. You left a runner running here as well. Very nice. Gold is back in this range. Your JPY is also back in this range. All right. Where would you put a stop loss on GJ on this trade? Would it be under the 15-minute candle? Well, there will be no stop loss because there's no entry at this point. You know, and check this out, right? This candle is now coming down. And now we have to be really fluid about certain things, you know. And what I mean by that is if let's say this rejection is happening at 14800, and if this candle starts breaking the low right over here, I think that's going to be a really good opportunity for price to continue moving down. And when we talk about stop losses, I think it's going to be a good idea to have a stop probably above this wick over here, because if it starts breaking the low, then you're not expecting the price to continue back up in this range. You're expecting it to continue down because it already tried breaking up and it couldn't break up. So if price couldn't break up, and if it starts breaking down, there's a very high probability it's going to continue moving down. But right now, we're just waiting at this point. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Why did you analyze not to take the buy? Because it wasn't enough range for me to trade. That's why. For me to trade, I need like a 15 to 20 pip range. If there's not a 15 to 20 pip range, then I'm not going to take a trade. How we can figure out when take position based on 15-minute and 30-minute. For example, here we take position even 15-minute candle close above, but in some occasion, yeah. So it's all subjective, right? So the question is, how do we know when to execute on the 15-minute time frame or to execute on 30-minute time frame? And it's a very delicate situation because if you look at the way the candles are moving, if you had the 15-minute candle closing above 14800, right? If you had a candle closing above 14800, then you could anticipate the next candle to break the high, and then you can take the buy and you can have price going up. Now, that last 15-minute would be the last 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle as well, right? So you need to understand how candles are formed to understand this part. So in that case, you would have had just one 30-minute candle moving up. But if the 30-minute candle was coming to a close above 14800, then obviously you would wait for the 30-minute candle to close and then take the trade, right? But in this case, it didn't happen. The 15-minute candle didn't close above. So if it would have closed above, then you would have executed on the 15-minute after it broke the high. but you know, it didn't happen that way. So it's all subjective, you know. It's based on like what time frames are closing, when are they closing, what zones are they closing in, if it's the first half of the candle closing, second half of the candle closing, or like what's happening, right? So now in the same case, we see the 30-minute candle that rejected and it's coming down. And if you look on the 15-minute time frame, this is also above the support. Now, if this 15-minute candle, just hypothetically speaking, right? If this 15-minute candle starts breaking the low over here, then we can take a sell having the stop above the 15-minute candle and have it continue moving down. But what will that look on the 30-minute, right? If this 15-minute candle continues breaking, that's going to look like one straight bearish candle on a 30-minute time frame. You know, so this is where you kind of like differentiate between the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, you know, and all those things. So it comes with practice. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a 30-minute chart on GJ, and what's this line over here? Oh, you're looking for price to continue down. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I think that's going to work very, very well. So, yeah, let's see what happens here.
Roger.
Hey, how's it going?
Good morning. Good morning. Question.
Hey. Yes.
Oh, but if he breaks the low of that support that we have, are we taking like kind of a impulse entry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, impulse entries. Clear candle to the left, possibly opportunity for sells. Okay, you're looking for possible sells over here. Candle close weak, bullish. High time frame, buys would be good if you break above this level over here. Oh, it looks good. Buying bias, and then you have a selling bias there as well. Very nice. I'm waiting for this now too, for it to continue down and see what happens. Do you trade gold? Any opinion on gold now? Gold is in a range over here, right? So if you look on the 1 hour time frame, gold is in a range. What gold did was it was ranging here since yesterday afternoon. It ranged all the way throughout London session, and London it kind of like broke below the support. We thought it's going to continue moving down to 1906, but it came back in the range. So if you look to the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, go down to the 5-minute time frame, it's just ranging over here. Let me just make the zone a little bit thinner, right? Make it a little bit better over here. Move it. Yeah, so this is support we're creating on gold right over here. Very strong support. So we're in a range at this point. The reason I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame here on gold is because there's a lot of volume on gold. You know, when there's a lot of volume, it's okay to look at the 5-minute because, you know, or especially the small time frames, because you can get some sort of confirmations here. Because look, we got a support here. If you break below 1915, there's a clean range going all the way down towards, you know, 1912. That's like a 40 pip range. So you got a range down over here, and right now price is also in a range over here, and this is a like a 48 to 50 pip range. As part of building good trading habits, isn't counter trading a bad trading habit? That is true. It's a bad trading habit, but you need to use some sort of confirmations to take counter trend trades, right? And the reason why a counter trend trade should work here after we break below the low at 146.50 is because we have a support formed, right? And if that support is broken, you look to the left hand side and you see clean candles going up. So you can basically tell yourself, hey, like, you know what, if we're breaking the support, then there's a very high probability for price to continue moving down. You know, and then you start to look at, okay, if price is going to go down from there, where am I going to take my entry? If I'm going to take my entry, where's my stop loss going to be? And then you start having those kind of conversations on, like, you know, how to better manage your entries. In regards to impulse entry for sells, there's clean traffic to the left, 144.50 possible. Yes, that's what I'm looking at too. So you mean gold is bearish or bullish? It depends on what you're looking at, you know, like if you're looking, I mean, from what I can see, I think a really easy trade on gold is going to be sells below 1915. That's going to be a really easy trade. Below 1915 is going to be a really easy trade for gold to go down. You know, and I mean, if you're looking for buys, I think buying opportunity is going to be a really good buying opportunity is going to be above 1920, 1921, because if you can cross this area here, then we're going all the way towards 1924, 1925, you know, so just got to wait for gold to come out of this range over here. Do you think for a GJ short, if the opportunity is there, like you described, H4 has enough room? Let's take a look at H4. Oh yeah, I think H4 has a lot of room for it to continue down. If it's going to break that support to continue down. You know, look, we got this clean candle that came up. So, you know, if we break those lows, then there's a probability price can continue moving down. And if you look at the way, and if you look at the size of these candles, this is a small body candle, small body candle. So small body candles mean what? Low volume. So we're just going to wait over here. Let's take a look at this chart here in the meanwhile. This is wait for this hour candle to close. Next hour, take impulse buy or sells. Target for sells. Target for buys. Okay, we're just waiting over here too. All right. Do you agree in the daily we are in sideways movement since November? Yes. But that doesn't matter at that time because, you know, now we're looking at opportunities over here. But in the daily, we are in a sideways movement. We're slowly coming up over here. I mean, if you look on the daily, this is what you see in the daily, right? We had this resistance at 140,300. We broke above this resistance, came down, created support, and this candle is trying to move up over here now, the daily candle. So if this was a 30-minute candle or a 1-hour candle, I would expect it to continue all the way up towards these wicks at 141, 170, 180. You know, so if we're going to get that situation, I think we're going to be waiting for, on the smaller time frames, to kind of like break above 14800 and, you know, continue on. Wonder what happened overnight. Ooh, Japan MOF closely watching the market movements. Interesting. Not sure what that means. Let's take a look at our trusted Chinese indicator here. The Chinese indicator. Let's see now. Looks like it's loading. Looks like a lot of people are watching it. Oh, pound is strong. Dollar is strong. Yen is weak. This means pound yen should be moving bullish. Euro yen should be moving bullish. Not as much though. Not as strong. So yeah.
Man, that website is so outdated.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on with this bias over here and see what happens here. This candle is about to close here as well.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Listen, you know, I got my magic key, man.
Nice. Congratulations.
Oh, man, it's beautiful. I paid for it, though. It's not a
That's perfect.
Good to see you, buddy.
Did you use my discount code?
I got them on the 125 Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
man.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Damn,
Thanks. Yeah. Listen, Mac, I watch your Instagram to set them up. It's wonderful, man.
Thank you, bro.
Beautiful.
Good, brother.
All right, so I'm going to get back to questions here. Would be trading pairs like US30 would be still securing 10 pips? Yeah, you can still secure 10 pips for US30, but it's not 10 pips, it's 100 points. You know, so it moves in points. So we can do that. Why small body but long wicks also represent low volume? Small, because the bigger the body, the more volume there is. That's just how it is. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a good range enough for sell? Yes, I think so. I think so. You know, so if you think it's not, then maybe you have to wait and see how price falls, and then if that happens the next time, then you can execute on it. Because even though this is like a 13 pip range, 14 pip range, so you're kind of like, for me, it's enough because I've seen it happen multiple times. A lot of times I've seen it play out. So if someone who's afraid of, you know, a 13 pip range, 14 pip range, if you don't have any experience in impulse entries, and if it does happen, that's your moment to just, you know, sit back, watch, learn, take notes, and then, you know, like maybe it's going to happen again, and then you can execute on it. So these candles are about to close. 15-minute candle is also about to close. 1 hour candle also about to close. It's going to be very interesting here. Candles are closing in small bodies, and small bodies means low volume. Hey, good morning. I started trading this week. December was my best month last year. Oh, beautiful. Upping my lot sizes, I think. If you're upping your lot sizes, just understand you have to follow the same process. You know, of taking trades, planning trades, it's all going to be the same process. But the biggest thing is going to be the fluctuations in drawdown. You know, now when you're going to go into drawdown, there's going to be a little bit of fluctuation because the numbers are going to be bigger. So you have to get used to that. All right, so we're coming here close now. We shall see what's going to happen now. Gold is still in the range. Your JPY is still in the range. We're looking to see if your JPY is going to reject this area to continue down or not. We are in a very delicate situation over here now. Do you think sells make more sense below 140, 100? 140, 100. Yeah, that makes sense as well, but what if price starts falling from 146.40? Are you going to miss that move? You know, because I mean, we have this resistance at 140, 490, 480, but then we're looking to see if it's going to break this to continue down or not. Or are we going to break above 14800 to continue up or not? So a lot of things happening here. Would you place a trade if price breaks the low on the 15-minute candle or wait for it to break below the 30-minute? I would wait for it to break below the 30-minute. I would wait for it to break below this area here, 146.40, because it's much cleaner. Visually, it looks much better too. Oh, we're coming down over here. Oh, once it breaks the low at 146.30, I think that's going to be a pretty good impulse entries for price to continue down.
Oh, it's Russian.
All right, let's check out this chart over here. This is GU. I'm waiting for this weak bullish candle to support. Any feedback? What's this? I don't know why, but I don't really see buys here in GU. If you don't see any, yeah, I don't see any buys at all here. I think the only buys I see are above this area right over here. I'm not sure if you're looking at the chart right now, but above over there. But if you start breaking the low over here, then price can continue moving down, something the same that's happening on GJ over here. So see here now, all these candles are closing above support. So you need something to break below, you know, 140, 640, 630, and then we can continue moving down. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, candle closed like a very, very weak bullish candle. 15 minutes also closed bearish, 30 minutes also closing bearish over here. So now we really have to look at it from the eye of a tiger, you know, like an eagle. We're just watching.
Yes, please, I'm here. You said tiger.
Oh. Why is it better to wait for candles to pass the previous candle wicks before entering the trade compared to candle passing the previous candle bodies? John, I think you need to look at the impulse entries webinar there in the database, and you need to see that, I mean, when you're looking at candles, bodies don't really matter. Can people please put themselves on mute? Bodies don't matter. The wicks are the highs and the lows of the candles. Bodies are that's not the highs and lows of the candles, you know. The wicks are the highs and lows of the candle. That's why we wait for the highs and the lows to break, because that's where price makes, you know, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs.
This kind of makes sense, right? The sell stop?
Yeah, that makes sense. Below here, yeah, it makes sense here.
Well, below this one, crazy.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
I would look for right over here.
No,
Yeah, somewhere right over
between those
there.
three,
Yeah,
the three musketeers.
yeah. Below the three
Yo,
musketeers.
did you get on the board or no? It's too early, right? I
The
thought so.
board?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? Oh, that board. No, it's downstairs.
my gift, bro.
Yeah, it's downstairs. Thank you.
I'm so proud
Hey,
of that gift. I want to make it into a skater.
Raja, can you please explain where your stop loss would be on this impulse entry if it breaks the low that you're talking about? That's where I feel the most, where I need more confidence is that stop loss placement.
It's going to be above the current 30-minute candle.
Aha, because the previous one you had said it was going to be in the okay. It
Yeah.
makes sense now.
Yeah, above the current 30-minute candle, that's where the stop is going to be. Would you be concerned if price breaks the lows right on the 1-hour candle close? Right at the 1-hour candle close? I don't know what that means. If it breaks the low, it breaks the low. I mean, if the previous 1-hour candle closed and it breaks the low of the previous 1-hour candle close, that means it's breaking the low, right? I mean, I don't know if there's a language barrier or, but genuine question. If by mistake I entered and closed at 2 pips, would you class that as a trade? I don't know. What would you class that as? Would you class that as a trade? That's all up to you. You know, it's not my rules. You have to create your own rules. You know, if that was a mistake, then you have to decide whether you're gonna tell yourself, okay, now your chance is done, or are you gonna continue on? That's something for you to kind of like make a rule for yourself. So still waiting here, still ranging. Your JPY is continuing to move up here in this small range. Your JPY is pretty confusing over here. It's really confusing. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go to the 4-hour time frame and we're going to try to reanalyze your JPY. So we got a resistance up over here. Obviously, we got a support down here. This support got retested in the London session. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we also got support down here. Looking at the 30-minute time frame now, we got a support, and yeah, we're in this range over here. It's not clean at all. Look at this, just ranging. What I mean, entering the trade, say if it broke the low at 8:59 a.m. and then potentially getting caught in the top wick of the new candle. Yeah, that can happen. You know, I mean, if we want to talk about what ifs, then anything can happen. You know, like price can break the low, you can take a sell, and then you can lose the trade. You know, price can make a high, come down, create support, you can take a trade, and you can lose the trade. You know, I mean, losing can happen. I'm never afraid of losing. If I take a losing trade, it is what it is. You know, I took a losing trade. What can I do about it? But the main thing is that we should always enter on strong confirmations. We should see that price and candles are printing the way we want them to print, and then we take a trade here. Have a great day. Oh, Sacha, take care, man. Take care. Adios, amigos. Hey, Raja, why Marubozu candle is called the continuation candle? I don't even know what Marubozu candle is. I honestly don't know what that candle is. I know, but I don't remember what it looks like. I think it's a big engulfing candle, is it?
How do you spell that?
Marubozu. Just Google it. It's gonna Google's gonna autocorrect you.
Marubozu.
No, it says there's not that many great matches.
Yeah.
Marubozu.
Let's take a look at this chart here by Dota 2 Cartel. I used to play Dota 2 a lot.
Man, I'll kick your ass on Dota.
Okay, perfect. Pablo Escobar's first trade of 2021 money laundering broke the resistance. Impulse entry. Oh, USD haven't seen a trade on the dollar Swiss here in a while. Nice. Acted perfectly. 20 pips. Trend is bullish, so I'm entering for a buy. Beautiful. So you took the buy up over here for price to continue up. Very nice. All right, let's take a look at this trade idea here. This is a fake out, retest on the 5-minute chart, and you're looking for a trade over here for price to continue up to that range. So from 160 to 275, I don't think that's enough range. I mean, if you can play within that range, perfect, but I don't think that's enough range over here. If you're looking for buy above here, it's like a 11, 12 pip range. And in the meantime, what we have is, let's say that we're looking at a resistance up over here, right? And you're looking for a buy above this area. The only problem is that there was this rejection area before, and we don't know whether price is going to come up here and reject it, because we got rejected here, we got rejected here, then we got rejected here in the past. So we're not sure whether price is going to respect this area or not, or if it's going to continue moving. So I think a really good buying opportunity is going to be above 127,270, above over here, because once we break above this area, and if you look to the left hand side, there's nothing that much. I think we got to go to the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour time frame. All right, now we go to the 4 hour time frame. Now we see some more information, right? So above 127,260, we can go towards 320, and we can go up towards 380. That's almost like 10 pips as well. So this whole area is going to be a rejection area where you're going to target once we break above 127,260. Yeah, right there in that area. So, and at the same time, I think a better selling idea is going to be below 126,920, because within that range, it's just ranging. It's just very difficult here, or unless on the 30-minute time frame we create a resistance, and then we can say that, okay, if this candle is closing bearish, we're creating resistance, then maybe it's respecting this area as a retest to continue down. So it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a waiting involved here. May I ask, with the coming unemployment claims news, what will it mean for the USD if the numbers are as expected or vice versa? If the numbers are as expected, I think for the time being, it's going to be good for the dollar because the news came out as expected. But if the news is, if the numbers are bigger, that means it's bad news for the US dollar. Now, someone may say, oh, well, the numbers are good, well, bigger, why would it be bad news? Because look, if this number is above 798, that means more people filed for unemployment, right? That means it's bad. So we want these numbers to be lower to be good. See right here? They were expecting 817, came out 885 in December. December 10th, higher number, more people got unemployed. I don't know what happened over here, so we're going to look to see what happens over here, because ADP was pretty bad numbers. So we're going to see if that waterfalls into the unemployment claims. Plus also we got the NFP tomorrow, so that's going to throw a wrench in gold and the US dollar, and it's going to be Friday is going to be a fuck show. waiting to see what happens there.
Hey Roger, quick question.
Hey.
If the 15-minute candle closes bullish, can we look to maybe fill the wick on the 30-minute?
I don't know.
Look at my trade idea.
I'm looking for price to break above 14800.
Gotcha.
Because if it closes bullish and then we take a look for it, it's like 12 pips, 13 pips. We don't know whether it comes up to like 9 pips, 10 pips. So that's going to be a very difficult trade idea.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So for me, no problem. So for me, the easiest thing is going to be above 14800 or below 140, 650, 640. So you got to make trading easy. Yeah, look at this. Mac got it perfectly here. Buys above 800 and sell stop below this area. Beautiful.
Textbook.
Yeah, textbook. Now we just gotta wait, and that's it. Dude, why are you not responding to my question? Why paper trading? Because I'm not trading till next week. This whole week for me is just a warm-up week. I'm waiting for a platform to come in. It's going to start off, and then I'm going to start trading on that platform. So if it's going to be next week, late next week, not sure, still waiting. We're probably like, you know, mid next week or late next week. I'm going to be back. Also, if you look at the higher time frames, it looks more bullish than bearish. Yes, that's correct. High time frames are very, very bullish. You know, so we're waiting over here. What are the confirmations you look for when entering? Well, we're going to look at that right now when we get a trade over here, or when the price sets up in a way for us to take an entry. We still got about 15 minutes, no, 2 minutes left for this 15-minute candle close. And we're going to see how it closes. Markets are confusing like this because it's the beginning of the year, and will it get better once we move into the month? Yes. You know, I'm really surprised how much people are trading in the first week of January. It really surprises me. You know, this shows that people don't understand how the financial markets move. I mean, if you look at the institutions, the banks, hedge funds, they're all closed. You know, they're all closed. They're all taking vacation breaks. You know, like they left midway through December, and they're going to come back midway through January. Like, the reason why my platform is taking too long, because, I mean, everyone's on the holidays. You know, they're coming back on the 11th January. It doesn't make any sense to trade this week at all. You know, of course, there will be moves here and there. Of course, there's going to be volume. But, like, consciously taking trades and looking for trades and hunting trades, like it's the last day of your life here to trade, it doesn't make any sense at all. I see a lot of people, man. Some guy messaged me yesterday. Hey man, I started trading my new account on Monday, and I've already lost 60%.
Damn.
I'm like, what?
That's bad.
Bro, the year just started. What was your New Year resolution? Oh, to be more disciplined. Well,
Oh, he fucked that up.
it's gone. I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense. Have to be really just. I don't know. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Minor resistance. This candle open of London open market. Can we take impulse to buy when this candle break the high? Yes, because you got resistance over there, and you're anticipating price to continue moving because there's a lot of volume at that time. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey guys, do you think that the London session or pre-London session is moving a little bit more faster than the New York session just because of the uncertainty right now in the US with the elections and everything? And then there's more, I mean, obviously there's lockdowns in the UK, but at least they know what's happening, you know?
Yeah, it's always been like that. It's always been like that. Like, pre-London usually moves a lot, you know, and the London session also moves a lot. But then, like, you know, when the pre-London and London move a lot, then we kind of like see some sort of a consolidation in the earlier part of the New York session. So it's always been that way. Like, even if you look back in the charts, like in the 2018, 2019, you're going to see that there has been like bigger moves in pre-London. So at this point, I'm still waiting over here. I wouldn't want to enter at this point here.
Yeah, this 15-minute closed nicely though.
Yeah, it closed nicely, but then you got this minor resistance over here.
Mm-hmm.
So either want another 15-minute candle to close above, or want the 30-minute candle to close above all these candles so that we can get the next one to continue moving bullish.
Right. Just need a wick down, and then on the
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this over here. This is AUD, Euro AUD. Close above this resistance, closes back in the range, take sell, and have take profit at previous support. Yeah, I would wait for some sort of a support to be formed and then break off that support to take a sell on this paper trade. Plus also you got a lot of consolidation here to the left hand side. So even though price is moving up, might want to wait for price to break above this area to continue up. Would there be an impulse entry on this, or waiting for this 30-minute candle to close? I just mentioned what we're waiting for here. I just mentioned what we're waiting for. You want the 30-minute candle to close above. Alright, let's take a look at this over here. I'm new here and happy to be here because you just answered my question. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Gold is also coming down to support over here. We'll see if it breaks this or not. Hey Mac, I just read that message. Someone sent you a message there.
Yeah, stop DMing me on Instagram, asking me for the Zoom. Just send it a chart, man. Jesus, don't send it through Instagram, man.
Ooh, someone
You know,
donated.
My bad.
Oh. Oh,
You could send links already on Instagram.
yeah. For GJ generally, if the stop loss is more than 10 to 12 pips before it breaks the high, do you miss out on the trade or lower the lot size? I normally lower the lot size. That's what it is. I normally lower the lot size. Alright, we got around 11 minutes left for this candle to close. And the way they're moving, there's a very high probability it's going to continue on towards 141. But need that confirmation. Ooh, what's this? How do people take these unsuccessful guys serious? Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
That hurts.
Oh. Okay. Gold broke below the support here.
Successful guy talking.
Yeah, gold should continue breaking down over here. Continue down to 1911. Man, GJ, you know what? I don't see any good entry. The perfect entry for me on pound yen is going to be when this 30-minute candle closes bullish and the next one starts wicking down to continue moving up. That's going to be the perfect entry I'd want to take on pound yen. But if it continues bullish without closing over here, then I guess I've missed a trade. You know, still have to wait. Let's take a look at this chart. This is, would buying opportunities be good with a close above this resistance or break and retest like this? Both can happen, you know, like price can close above and the next one can go up. That can happen. Second thing can happen is it can move up to 141 without closing, and the third thing can happen is it can close and then do a retest and then go up. You know, so these three things can happen. If it just continues up without closing, then obviously missed the trade over there, because you know it's better to look for confirmations. But I do believe this 15-minute candle, the way it's moving, it should continue moving up now. 5 minutes also crossed that area over there. I think it's going to be really risky here. I mean, let's say if someone takes a trade over here, have a stop at around 10 pips and TP also at around 10-11 pips.
I love when people tell me to change my profile picture.
What moves DXY, especially the huge moves even when the US is sleeping during Asian and European trading sessions? DXY is just the dollar, you know, and if you look at last night, what was happening was the White House was being raided by a bunch of yahoos, you know. So I guess that's what was moving the DXY. Gold was also being moved that way. But like normally, I mean, it's like little tendencies or like little changes in the yen that sometimes move DXY, but not all the time. You know, so I mean, if you're trading DXY, then it's best to look at DXY during the New York session. If you're trading DXY, if you're just looking at DXY and not trading it, I don't think there's any reason to look at DXY if you're not going to trade it.
There were a lot of images. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of images.
There were a lot of images yesterday of, you know, people in the White House and the Capitol and sitting in the chambers. But the one that really blew my mind, I posted it in the Slack group in the general chat. There's actually a guy that had no limbs. They wheelchaired him in.
Damn.
Like how do you wheelchair someone in that's not supposed, like, how you have a 11-something thousand trillion budget and you let this guy get wheeled in? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. What about the shaman, the QAnon shaman?
Yeah, dude, it's
the guy's always everywhere.
All right, man. Looks like there will be no retests. There will be no closing. Looks like there's going to be a straight move going to 141.
Yeah, I missed it.
Now that there was a Brexit deal, will it be easier to trade GJ? GJ is always easy to trade. You know, it's not hard. Trading is not hard. The only hardest thing is when you overtrade, when you over risk, that's hard. When you take a loss and you don't look at your loss to see how you could have taken a winning trade, that's hard. You know, so whenever you take a loss and people say, hey man, I took a loss, what do you think? I feel like telling them that you're a loser with that mindset. You know, because when you're taking a loss, you should look at that and say that, okay, how could you have had a winning trade? How could you have had a better entry? If you don't look at things like that, you're always going to be a loser. You will always lose. You will always think trading is hard. You will always think pound yen is hard. You know, it's not hard. So whenever you lose, look at your losing trade and see that, okay, how could you have had a winning trade? What did you miss at that time? Why was your entry so bad? You know, and then you're going to learn from that. But if you take a loss and you try to overtrade and over risk after that, man, you're always going to think trading is super hard. It's not hard. You just got to wait. See, I'm just been waiting. Been here for about an hour now, just been waiting for price to either break below or to close above or to give some sort of confirmation to move. Just wait. And while you wait, sometimes you're going to miss out on trades. And if you miss out on trades, it is what it is. Sometimes people miss trades. Sometimes people miss jobs. They miss opportunities. You know, that's fine. It doesn't make you a bad trader. A bad trader is the one who is trading based on what he thinks is going to happen. You know, if you take a buy and you think it's going to go up, automatically you're a bad trader. But if you're waiting, you're saying, okay, I'm going to wait for this candle to close and the next one to go up, then you're basically waiting for confirmation, then you're disciplined at that point. You know, because good traders, they don't cry over missed trades. So, you know, like waiting is good even if you miss out on trades. I appreciate if you help me. Why in sell bias we expect the price to pass below 630 without waiting for candle to close, but in bullish bias we wait for candle to close. The reason why we wait for this candle to close in bullish bias is because we have these wicks over here, rejection wicks over here. On the 15-minute time frame, you have this minor resistance over here. So we don't know whether this candle is going to create a wick and close down, or it's going to continue moving, or what it's going to do because of this issue right over here. For bearish, there's no issue at that point. It's just clean drop. But here we have issues. So that's why we're waiting. How to learn Forex. Babypips.com. Babypips.com. The best place to learn Forex. So we got 5 minutes left for this candle to close. Let's take a look at the 5-minute time frame. Kind of like doing like, say, sort of like a retest. 15-minute time frame is also about to close over here. What do you think about manipulation in Forex? I don't think manipulation exists in Forex. Manipulation exists in the overall markets, but not in Forex. What will you do when market goes sideways? We don't trade. When market goes sideways. Let's take a look at gold. Ooh, gold is also closing over here below that support to continue downtown. Are we going to retest the lows at 1911? It's going to be interesting. Four minutes left for this candle to close. See, what I'm thinking is, once this candle closes bullish, I think a buy would be a very good idea with stops below the 15-minute candle. I still think that's going to be a really good idea. With stops below this 15-minute candle and anticipating price to continue moving bullish to 141. Because at that point, even if you look at the 30-minute and if you execute and you're like, okay, why below the 15-minute candle? Because, you know, that's below the range here as well. But if you have it based on the 30-minute, then you have a way bigger stop loss, right? So if you think the 30 minutes is going to continue moving, you have stops below the 15-minute candle. So this is where you decide whether you enter before the candle closes or as it's coming down to a close in the anticipation it might moving up, or do you wait for it to close? So this is where sometimes, you know, you see that people, you know, they enter the trade as candles is coming to a close because they have that intuition, they have that experience to know that, okay, it can push in the last 2 minutes. They've seen that happen and they win the trade. While a newer trader would say, oh, well, but I was waiting for the candle to close, man. Like, I don't know why this happened or why you entered the trade. So it's all based on experience. And the more times you see it, the better you get at it. Should we wait for a retest of the broke resistance? I just talked about that.
Wow, downtown.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, David. Morning.
Hey, David.
Good morning.
David, what time zone are you in?
Isn't
Mountain. So it's like 5:30 in the morning here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up at 5:30 today. 2 hours ago.
Yeah. 2 hours ago, yeah.
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 All right. Yeah, I still think this is a very, very good opportunity to continue on towards 141. Extremely good opportunity. Oh, someone activated magic keys. Let's get it. Someone turned on magic keys to get that risk in. I'd love a sell after a fake out and rejection to the upside and a break of the current 15-minute candle low. Oh, nice. So someone's looking for fake outs over here. Hey, that's good. That's good. You know, so at least you have a bias and you know what you're looking for. Let's take a look here. I had some Mr. Tane Araya. Hi, Raja. It's my first time posting a chart. Please take a look. All right, there. Let's take a look at this. We got around a minute left. A minute and 20 seconds left. Okay, this is, hey, Raja, what's this? ICICI Bank. Trading in August 2020, found your channel in October and watching since October. Although this is Indian market, but concepts are the same. Candle broke, close support, and then you entered. Oh, nice. You had to stop above the 30-minute candle. Beautiful. You made it work, man. Very nice. On the ICICI Bank. All right, gentlemen. This is when there's volume in the market. New York Open is about to arrive here in about 20 minutes. And I think this is going to be a very good opportunity for price to continue moving bullish because not only the 30-minute candle is closing bullish above these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, the 15 minutes also closing bullish. And I think having the stop below the 15-minute candle would make a lot of sense around, like, let's say 147.50 and the overall 30-minute to continue up towards 141. This is a really good trade idea here.
Say less.
Say
Good
less.
morning, by the way.
Good morning. See this, where this candle's coming down to a close? It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, right here. It's going to be beautiful to continue up. 13 pip range. Stop is below the 15-minute candle. Just amazing.
Yeah, 141 is nearby. So
yeah, and one thing you can do to manage your risk is going to be on the smaller time frame, because if you're executing on the 15-minute time frame, you're looking at the smaller time frame here, because if your stop is below right over here, and if this candle starts breaking the lows at 140, 820, 818, then you're basically taking a risk off of the table. You know, you're closing 50%, you're closing 40%, whatever you're closing, you know, but then you're letting the rest in, because now you're targeting 141 there.
Good morning, Kerwin.
Morning, Macaronian.
Good morning.
Morning, David. How's the weather in Utah?
Cold as hell. Snowing and
I can
cold.
imagine. Which city you live in?
Salt Lake City.
Oh, Salt Lake. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I head down to Mexico.
Very nice. Yeah, Mexico's always fun.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone donated 100 Indian rupees. Had trouble cutting the losses in drawdown because of my ego. Now my trading is 100 times better. Thanks for emphasizing on risk management.
100 times. Wow.
Oh, nice. The guy's nickname is Gulag India.
Lit. My ambassador.
Impulse entry entered on the break of the high, anticipating price to go up. 10 pips hit, closed 80%. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. All right. Pound yen. Are we going to continue moving bullish? Let me just bring this up over here for people to kind of like see what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at this situation right over here. Right, stops are below the previous 15-minute candle, anticipating price to come up towards 141 right over here. The idea is to close 60% once we break below right over here, so that we can minimize risk if price continues down to stop us out. But the bias is bullish, daily is bullish, 4-hour bullish, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minutes is bullish, 15-minute close bullish. So all time frames are in our favor to continue bullish. Oh, we got another magic key activated. Why 60% versus 50%? Do you have a method for us to calculate, or it's your own discretion? It's on your own discretion. You know, I like to close 50%. Someone can close 60, 70, 55, 52%. That's all up to you. All right. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Hey, Raja, please review my analysis today. All right. Let's take a look here. 30-minute close above previous resistance. Okay. Closed 80% with 12 pips profit. Oh, nice. Rest closed at break even. Very nice. Very, very nicely done over here. Your JPY is at that level here again. Ooh, gold went back in the range. Wow. So again, with this trade, we're looking at if it starts to break the low here, you're closing 50% right here. This is where you're mitigating risk. You're removing risk off the table because it's breaking the previous lows on the 5 minutes here. And then now you're letting the rest run. You know, and if it comes down and stops you out, what you've done is that you have reduced the risk you had on this trade. You know, but also you have some positions staying in that if in case it starts rejecting this level to continue moving bullish. You know, but the most important thing is that you've reduced the risk that you were planning to risk on that trade. What's the best Forex broker? I think you can Google that. You can Google best Forex brokers. How do you feel about those most recent wicks to the upside? These wicks here, so basically, this is what I was looking at, right? Price came up over here, rejected it, rejected, 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 and then we had this candle closing above 140.800. So this is essentially closing above to make room for the next candles to continue moving bullish. So that was the whole basis behind this trade. So I mean, if it rejects it and continues up, awesome, we have a winning trade. But if it comes down, breaks the 15-minute low and continues down over here, then that means we're closing back in the range, and this move up was a fake out. You know, and I mean, that happens. This setup, I'm going to give this setup, like, this works 80% of the time, 70 to 80% of the time. You know, if it fails in this instance, then there's a probability of setups failing, right? And that's what it's going to be, probability of not working out. You need to, any recommended regulated brokers that allow US citizens? Yes, you have Oanda, you have
Forex.
Forex.com, you have FX Choice, FX choice is really good one. You know, but the thing is, like, their spreads are too high. They're really high spreads over there. Oh, it looks like someone's watching fighting movies in the background. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Thoughts on my analysis by No Name Works. Okay. No Name Works. Entered on the break of resistance here. Okay, you took a buy for price to continue up to fill this range. Beautiful. Worked out perfectly here. Then London volume pushed to my TP. Amazing. Amazing trade, man. People have been having really good trades than me. You know, that's that's so beautiful. Waiting for this 15-minute candle to close. Weak bearish, then buy as it breaks the next high for it to continue bullish. Yeah, that's also a good idea. You know. So we'll see how this candle closes here in the 15-minute time frame. Trader's Domain has been raping me lately. 1.5 pip spread plus commission. Well, that's normal. I mean, I got the same spread. 1.5, 1.2 plus commissions. You gotta pay commissions to trade.
Obviously, man.
we don't get a discount.
I mean, I look at my spread. It's like 1.3, 1.2, sometimes 1.4, 1.5.
Actually, pretty decent right now. It's really low.
Oh, Ted, but I want a zero
0.8. Hey Ted, I want to pay $3.5 per lot.
You know what? There's a brokerage out there. I'm not gonna name it. Their spread on GJ right now is 2.5 pips, and
it fluctuates.
And their commission is $10.
Incredible. How are you supposed to? Yeah, I'm like crossing my fingers and everything.
All right, so GJ is back in the game over here slowly.
Raja, I have a question. How would you add positions back here if this candle flips bullish, or would you just leave the half position you have?
That's a good question. See, now I would want to add a position if, let's say, this 15-minute candle closes weak bearish, and if the next one starts breaking the high, then I would look to add that back, you know. But if it just continues moving up, then there's no way for me to add that back, because like adding a position back is the same thing as taking a trade, you know. So when you're adding a position back, you're looking for the perfect confirmations to, like, you know, actually like take that extra trade.
That's what I did. I closed one position because I usually split my positions into two. So I don't have to close half. And as soon as it was retesting 0.800, I closed one of them and then I re-entered again.
Nice.
So I'm up 4 pips.
Nice move.
Yeah, the book textbook trade worked out.
This is the kind of trade that I will like.
Look how beautiful it looks. I'm gonna send it again just for the sake of it, because I like it. Yesterday, today I woke up at 3. You know, my usual wake up in the middle of the night type of thing to look at GJ, and I saw GJ just take 50 pips up, but I didn't take a trade. I'm being more disciplined.
Awesome.
I don't want to get chewed up.
Yeah, that's good. That is excellent, man. I think sleeping is a luxury.
Yeah.
You don't take any advantage of sleeping at all.
Me, no. I'm a horrible sleeper. If there was a sleeping contest, I'd be horrible at it.
Why did we not wait for an impulse entry instead? Because there was an opportunity to not wait for an impulse entry. When I was talking about entering a second position, that's an example of a second entry, impulse entry there. What's this? When you add position after cutting 50% of your position before, what is the confirmation in your head to say, okay, I had it? I just talked about it. If this candle closes like a weak bearish candle and the next one starts breaking the high, then you can add the next one in. But if you've never done that, then that's the point where you can just, sit back and watch and see, if that would make sense or not. So the 15-minute candle is coming to a close in 2 minutes. We're kind of like retesting this area, 148.00, and now we want the next 15-minute candle. Okay, now here's the thing, right? If someone's already in this trade, we know that it broke the 5-minute low. This is really important now. It broke the 5-minute low right here, so we closed 50%. And this 15-minute candle is now coming down to a close in 2 minutes. If the next 15-minute candle, if it breaks the low of this 15-minute candle, then you're closing another 50%. Now you're taking more risk off of the table, so you're maybe decreasing your loss even more. And for it to continue moving bullish, you want the next 15-minute candle to respect the previous low, break this high, and continue up towards 141. So visually you're visualizing how the candles close.
Yeah, most likely they're on New York opening to get that push up. Hopefully.
Yeah. Exactly. When was the last time you took a bad emotional trade? I can't even remember. I'd rather sit out and miss trades instead of just enter an emotional trade. So you have to get to that point. Do you think if we break the high of the previous 15-minute candle, we can add position back? If I was speaking French or if I was speaking some language from Uganda or Swedish or something like that, I'd say, okay, people don't understand. But man, explain it like 3 times. Come on, man. Shit, man. You gotta pay attention to what I'm saying. You gotta pay attention. Lucas asked this, I answered him. Jeffrey asked this, I answered him. And another person, man, come on, man. Shit, son. You gotta pay attention. Alright, still waiting over here. Candle's about to close in 10 seconds here. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, because 30-minute candle looks beautiful.
Yeah.
This one, the one is forming right now. Oh yeah, big time.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. See, the first half of the 30-minute candle closed like this. Big rejection, small body.
Yeah.
Just want it to go up. To go boom, boom.
Now you have the recent support created, so we should respect 140,800 for this trade to play out. If we break below 140,800, then it's not worth it because we're gonna retest the entire 30-minute candle to the left. But other than that, this is a nice trade coming to 141. Trust.
I agree with that, Kervin.
Yes.
Plus, also we have a lot of volume on our side from New York Open coming in soon.
Yeah.
How big is this range on gold? It's like a 24 pip range.
That's a beautiful range on gold, coming from 1921 to 1927, based on 15 minutes. It's like $66 ranges, like 60 pips.
How do you make a living taking 1 to 2 trades a day with 10 pip profit? When you're trading 10 lots or 15 lots, you can easily make a living with 10 pips. But it takes time for you to get to that point, right? First to start with not making a living. First to start with making $2 a day, $5 a day, $4 a day, and then it kind of grows into like, you know, like $40 a day, $30 a day, and then it kind of grows
A
into
million.
100, 200. Yeah, you know, so it's a gradual process. So it takes time. Like I started 4 years ago, and I started seeing a really, really good consistent gains maybe 2 years ago.
I am going to start.
Securing?
No, this is gonna be my trade for the year. I mean,
For the year. I'm like, damn, buddy.
Kervin already
Like
wrote off
tomorrow,
2021.
This is gonna be my trade. Yeah, the easiest
Optimistic.
part of the cake. Let's
Yeah,
go,
man.
GJ. Come on, baby. I know you
Come
can.
on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm already up 7 pips.
Beautiful.
At 10, I'm closing 75. And oh, there you go.
All
Nice.
right.
Litty graffiti.
2 minutes.
So for me, instead of closing partials, I would just close one position. Boom.
Damn.
And then leaving the restaurant.
Holy moly, man! Thank you so much, GJ.
What?
Also,
What's wrong with you, man?
that was easy.
Oh,
First trade.
you're scaring me.
All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Take profit at resistance due to clean candles entered here after bullish 15-minute candle close. Oh, nice. Very nice.
How my SL's an entry, and then I'm completely risk-free.
Someone asked, are we going to start moving stops, trailing stops? If you're looking to trail stops, trail them below the 15-minute candle right over here. Because this 15-minute candle broke the high, so this means it should continue moving bullish and it shouldn't break its own low. So this is where you can trail your stops. So let's move it right over here. Because now if price does come down, you're losing way less than what you plan to lose. Way less. So it should continue to 141.
Also, if you're looking past 141, next target will be 141 200. Easy.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Ooh, someone's up 8% for the week. Beautiful.
Very nice. I like.
Okay, here come another squeeze on GJ.
Here we go.
So if you look at the Chinese indicator, we were right. Pound yen, pound yen, it said it's going to move bullish. So
That thing has not been updated since this guy started trading.
yeah, we're still not out of the woods yet. We still got 141 up over here.
Still the neck.
Nah, but it will because the structure is looking good.
Yes.
Alright, I'm closing my half, my last position, and I'm done for the day.
Oh, that's close. Then now it's gonna move.
Ooh, people are closing 10 pips at this point. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very nice.
Lit.
That's a nice trade.
Yeah.
What a nice call. What a nice call.
Someone is trading pound Swiss as well in the groups. Is it really as correlated to GJ? It depends. I mean, if you can send a chart, we can take a look at that.
Oh, I got a winner for the magic keys. Winner, winner. Eduardo Benitez, text me. This man's sleeping.
First, I'm watching you guys. Greetings from the Caribbean island, Aruba. Oh, welcome, welcome. How are people closing 10 pips? I'm barely making 3 pips and I just got in very early. I think they got their entries early. They just didn't say it, but they got their entries early. That's why they're closing 10 pips. Me, my paper trade is about maybe 4 pips? 4 pips up, 5 pips up. You know,
You don't got no spread.
It's
With
still
a-
in there.
Yeah, with a single position, but if you have two position running,
Yeah, but we count that as one trade.
Mm.
no, but
No.
because you close one, right? Yeah, I remember. You
So
said you
Mag
closed
had
one of
10
the
pips, but my entry was a little higher. Is there a strategy for good entries? Experience time. Yes.
Okay.
I usually start going into the 5 minute, even the 1 minute, but I don't suggest anyone. I don't endorse it. Endorse.
Get ready, my brother.
You get ready,
Here we
bro.
go. We're coming close to NY Open, and we're gonna get this volume coming in towards 141.
Yeah.
Come on, GJ.
He's gonna start moving at supersonic speeds.
Yes.
Let's go.
Wow, man! Look at. Can you open my chart again, just so I could, just to, oh my god! Look at the flex in this.
No, it's gonna ruin the highlight. I'm not gonna.
Okay, my bad.
Joking.
Okay.
If you look at the 5 minute candle, it just pulled run one more time back into the zone. So you should get a good push.
TP hit.
TED Talk.
TED Talks. Good morning.
Morning. GJ go up. There you go.
GJ up? Yes.
Come on.
GJ up.
GJ Monkey.
And
Push the button.
Yeah.
I came on the live stream to press the buttons and DJ.
Open the floodgates.
All right. So
GJ, come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Let me get 140, 141.
141, 141. 141 for Kerwin, 141. 141.
Coming right up.
Coming right up.
So once it comes up towards, 140, 960, 964, 965, that's where I'm going to put my stops at break even, because that's around like 10 pips from the entry. And then we can get 141 easy in the pocket.
I don't have magic keys yet, but it's so difficult to make all these moves. Why? To take partials? And I sell on everything for real. It's crazy, man. It's not that crazy, bro.
All right, look at this. 950, 948. Oh, 10 pips there, putting stops at break even. And 960, 973. Can we get to 141? Come on.
141.
10 pips are in the bag at this point.
Secured the bag alert.
Yeah, so this is the perfect time to secure positions and let a runner run towards 141.
Yeah, man. The way he's moving 140, 100 is gonna be nice.
Yeah,
exactly.
I enjoy all the people that have copied this as a signal and then they're all complaining or saying something about their trade. Mine hit TP. Why is mine delay? Yeah.
Go complain to TradingView.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Why is my spread 3 pips?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. 970, 973. Can we get to 141, 141, 95, 95, 980? 980, 985. Ooh, a little bit. Come on, GJ.
Come on, GJ. Let's go, man. Don't be like that. Don't be shy. Give me some more.
Yeah.
I hit it, so we're happy with that.
See, also at this point, start securing positions at this point. Just secure positions and let it run. I'm going to say it again. Secure.
Secure the
Mr.
bag.
Raja, up 10 pips for the day, half a percentage for the day. Now I got to go back to U.S. government.
Tell them what's going on in Washington, man. Get their shit together there.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.
Have a good day, man.
All right.
Bye, man.
Yeah, secure position.
Yeah, secure position. Gulag.
Post everything.
Gulag, if you like this trade, give a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel, because, hey, we do this every day. Sometimes we lose, but, most days we win.
This Gulag people are so lucky, man.
And follow me on YouTube.
Back
I have a
trading, nobody did this.
I was with like donkeys and you had to call the phone.
Let's take a look at this chart over here. Took impulse entry, second trade of the day. Oh, nice. Nice. Pound is moving up here for you as well then. Wasn't safer to enter once it broke the high of the previous 15-minute candle? How about no? It wasn't. Just go back to the stream and rewatch the entry and explanation, which I explained. I literally explained this like 6 times, more than 6 times. I explained it over and over and over and over again. So you gotta watch that thing like 4 or 5 times to understand why. There's a difference between waiting for candles to close to enter and like waiting for impulse entries to enter. And it looks like we're coming up over here, boys. 141 is coming up here. 980. 149.77, 973. Ooh, 980. Oh, 141. You know what? I'll call that a TP right there. Yeah. I'll call that a TP right there for everybody. That was a beautiful move, a beautiful trade over there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the end of the hour too, right? So you might get a pullback back into that zone at the next hour a bit.
This hour hasn't finished yet, but yeah, you can get a pullback.
Man, this trade was such a scam.
2 things happened here. When the trade went in drawdown, people got scared and they closed everything. and here's the thing, right? The stop loss never even got hit and you got scared and you closed everything. So which is why when you get scared, you just don't close the whole thing. Close like 40%, 50% because you're getting scared, and let the rest run. Because if it runs, you're going to have increased confidence. Because this is going to happen again. The biggest problem is that people don't have confidence in their analysis when they're in a drawdown. And you need to understand this part. I mean, if you think being in profits is good, being in drawdown is a part of being in profits. I mean, it has to happen. So, I mean, like a drawdown is a part of trading life here. Finally got a winning trade this week. What a week. Oh, nice. Time to call it a week then, because tomorrow's an FP.
I added positions like we discussed, and I closed at 10 pips. Thank you, Roger, for that.
Oh, nice. Oh, you re-entered?
Yeah, I added half a position back.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So you made back what you closed and you made more on what you had left before. Nice.
Yep.
Late.
Oh, there are no sound effects? There are sound effects. Can you guys hear the sound effects?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to put magic keys on a crypto exchange to trade? Magic keys, they only work on MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and cTrader. Yeah. Beautiful, man. If
Why
you guys,
would you need it on a crypto exchange?
because they want to trade on a crypto exchange.
But like, how fast is that?
It's, I don't know. Drawdown is part of our life. We all go in drawdown sometimes in our life, and then if we manage it, we go in profit. We have to accept it. Yes, that's true. It's like when you own a lion or a tiger, your drawdown is going to be, it's going to bite you sometimes.
Tiger King. That was the best thing in 2020. Tiger King. Hey, damn, Carol Baskin.
You know, that's something what Mike Tyson said.
Him.
That's something what Mike Tyson said. Someone asked him, so weren't you afraid tiger's going to bite you? He's like, of course, tiger's going to bite me. That's what the tiger does. You know, with his lisp, right. He was talking.
My cat bites.
That's what the tiger does.
Yeah, he's going to kill me.
Hey, Raja. Good morning. Thanks for everything you've done so far. Quick question. Dominion Markets, will I be able to connect to my FX book? Yes. I've seen, hey Ted, I've seen a gold trade take 2 to 3 points on gold most of the time in bigger lots. How you choose your stops, because gold can easily hit.
Yeah, but I don't just take 2 or 3 points. That's the end of the trade. So the trade was in a lot more points, as you call them. It just pulled back to my stop, or I closed the trade as I believed it was going to go into a drawdown. So I think there's a little bit more of a story behind those smaller trades. I don't aim for 2 pips on a smaller trade.
Yeah. People think it's because if a position is in profit, last thing you want is for it to go. Oh, it's a robot behind it. To go into drawdown, right? Especially on Dow Jones, since it moves so fast. So they're probably thinking like you micro scalping and takes you.
Yeah,
I know someone.
Gold is creating some kind of structure inside this range, but it's creating higher highs and higher lows on the 15 minutes. So I'd be looking for buys, to be honest, even though it's counter trend, yeah, the daily candle. But if we break above 1921.50, there's a nice move toward 1927, 1926, easy. It's like 60 pips.
It's, yeah.
But at 15 minutes, looks good. 15 minutes, creating.
50-minute looks rangy too, but you know a lot more than me.
Yeah, no, but the thing that I'm looking right now, it's this. You know, this candle creates support. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is,
Yeah.
you know, failing to break below the previous one.
Yeah.
And create a new high.
Wait, why does my feed look different?
From here, once you start clearing this area right here, this clean traffic, or this area right here.
Yeah. You know what I like on gold? This pattern here, like this. How you close like this, you know, perfect. And then you get another one that just pulls back. Oh, fuck. What's that noise?
Yeah.
To continue up.
Oh yeah, we're coming up over here at 141. Again, 984, 981. Can we get into 99? Can we get to 99 GJ? New York open volume. Going once.
Going twice.
Going twice. Going 2.1. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Could you check my risk management here? Let's take a look. Entry when 30-minute candle closed above resistance over there. Closed 50% when 5-minute candle broke the low. Yeah, perfect. Looks good. Kind of like what we were talking about there earlier.
Somebody put the podium on eBay.
All right.
For real? For sale?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
man.
99K.
Oh, way.
It's 167 bits right now.
Man.
Oh my god.
Alright, what's this? Oh, someone sent 2 charts. Not sure if you can look at 2 charts. Oh, one, the way I manage this trade within a 5-minute low is okay. Something we talked about there. Trade loss minus 4%. Oh, wait, what? How'd you lose this trade? Where I closed full. Oh, it was a gut instant feeling. I think the better improve on this trade. Should have just closed only half. Yeah. Should have just only closed half. And then you re-entered over here, looks like. Okay. Still pretty good.
BTC is climbing. BTC has been climbing.
You know what I think? I think all these crypto people, they're like these little insects. You know, when it rains,
Yeah, man.
these insects, they start to come out under the
They
rocks.
come out.
You know, when Bitcoin and
Yeah.
crypto are ranging, they're all gone. They don't know anything about crypto. They never talk about crypto. When it continues moving, they're all like, "Oh, I have a crypto course. I have a crypto this, crypto that."
I bought a crypto when I was at 6K. Like 3 years.
Yeah, it's just a
Oh.
big sham. I mean, if someone's not holding crypto for like, let's say like above $20,000, don't even come talk to me about it. I mean, guys there with their $1,000 account, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm holding crypto, man. It's going up." Like, no, shut up, stay quiet.
It's like you got a 0.000001 of a BTC. Like, it doesn't make any sense to buy. Yeah, go ahead.
I kind of just applied Uncle Ted's mentality. It was like, the government's not going to allow you to get rich. So if you think about it, it's like the price is going to go up to maybe 40, and then the big people are going to cash out, wipe everyone out, and then just get back up again. So it's not going to go from like 0 to 500 right away. There's going to be those bumps along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just take your time and just, scale in and scale out. I don't think people have enough money to build out, $1 million portfolio with crypto.
Like, I think it was kind of like a 1-2 and then the third strike, right? So the first time it pumped to 20, if this one pumps to 40, even to like 49, 50, and then it crashes again, the amount of people that will probably try to jump on the third wave is going to be insane, because at this point now everyone knows that it's likely, or it's a higher potential.
Yo, what's up, fam?
Hey, how's it going?
Touch real quick. I've been trading off crypto for like 2 years.
Oh, nice.
Y'all are definitely right. It is way too high right now. But look into the proof of stake, like proof of work. That's what makes Bitcoin different than everything else. Just like gold and how the dollar was the gold standard. When they removed that in the 70s, that's why the US dollar kind of started going down as far as like the Dixie. But for crypto, it's the gold standard. Since mining is pretty much how every transaction is applied, that's the proof of work. So it's acting as gold, very similar to.
Oh, we lost JJ.
JJ, stop stealing Wi-Fi.
Yeah, bro. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying it trades very, very similar to Forex. I definitely agree with everybody. I was very cautious with Forex or with crypto when I first got in, but it charts very, 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 very similar to Forex. Follows same market structure, and you're very correct. The whales are going to dump on everybody very soon. Retail is not in the market space. Look at Michael Saylor. He just put $1.3 billion into crypto. And when people say, why in the world are you doing this? He makes a very valid point about USD is continuing to lose value. The Dixie is trading at 89 right now. That's not good. What that means is, what he's talking about is he has over $500 million on his balance sheet in USD, and that's continuing to lose value. Now, yes, BTC is very volatile, but if you look over the past 11 years, it's only had 3 down years, meaning that's a quote unquote safe haven, just like gold, so to speak. Now, yes, it's going to have its pump ups and its pump downs, but overall, wouldn't you want an asset class that is overall appreciating, just like gold?
Right, but gold is physical, It's a metal.
So is Bitcoin. Just because you can't physically touch it doesn't mean it's not real.
Yeah, but gold is used in like actual industries.
True. How easy is it for you to send gold to somebody? The reason why crypto is going to be the future, and again, this is just my opinion, take it or leave it, is in America, we are very, very spoiled here. We have bank accounts, we have easy access to cash. When you look at places like India and places that don't have access to a bank account or need to send large transactions, it takes a long time and the fees are ridiculous. For a bank wire, it's about $150 minimum fee, and it takes about 7 days. With cryptocurrency, I can send well over $1 million in 45 minutes. I purchased $30,000 for crypto, and the fee was $30. When was the last time you can do that with any other type of like fees
on
across the board?
Coinbase?
You can't. Yeah, on Coinbase, but please stay away from Coinbase. Their fees are getting ridiculous. Use Coinbase.
Yeah.
Their fees are about half.
Crypto.com has low fees.
Yeah, I read an interesting post. There's another trader that does just US like options in crypto, and is mentioning that with the Democrats taking over, they're likely to start printing more money, which is going to drive the value of the dollar down, and in return, it's going to bring the dollar, the value of gold and Bitcoin specifically up.
Yeah, dollar value is decreasing day by day.
It's
Deficit
shitty.
is way too much. There's no way to pay the deficit. And they're still printing money, you know.
It's really bad,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you have to remember a lot of institutions, like was said earlier, they're hedging their positions. So there's people that are in the market that can manipulate the market and move it way more than you can hold your risks. So I think a lot of times when people are looking at these bull runs as like a lottery win, it's very scary, because I'll say it once and I'll say it again. And I know it hurts a lot of people to hear this, but you're never going to beat the government. You're never going to beat the Federal Reserve, and you're never going to beat big business. Like, we're just not. And if you can keep that in the back of your mind when you're doing these kind of trades with crypto and different things like that, you'll find that you'll be better off. It's just, we're not meant as a society to win like people think we should be. And you can argue that to the cows come home, but you just look at the last 1,000 years of society, who's always been at the top? It's always been at the government. There's never been a point where the people have run the world. It's always the government. They've always done something, and it's always been some sort of tyrannical way of life, whether it's, you know, slavery, whether it's oppression, communism, whatever you want to call it. The average person's never had control of their life, and we just have to accept that. And if you do that, you can then play against the strengths of who you are versus their weaknesses. The fact that they can't manage everybody at once, the fact that you can have these crypto runs, cash out and make yourself some money. You know, the fact that you can trade on your own and do things where, you know, you have a little bit more flexibility. So I just think we have to be smart as a community. And if you are investing in crypto, understand the end goal, that, you know, this is probably going to be the next wave or the new way of doing transactions, but it's not going to be a single cryptocurrency. And more than likely, it's going to be something that's run by the government.
It's going to get regulated.
No, I agree 100% with. I agree 100% with that. The government's not going to let crypto take their power away. So, either they're going to regulate it or they're going to find a way to get rid of it at some point.
Yeah, you're talking about just the US though.
It's something like what even China did. China came out with digital yuans, and I think that's going to be adopted in the Western here, like in, you know, like in North America, digital dollars, because they got to find a way to combat these digital currencies, and the best way to do that is to come out with digital, their own, like, you know, like digital fiat, and that's going to be where they will control everyone's, like, the economy, like the money you spend, where you spend it, what you do with it. That's the whole point of the government.
It's kind of like a Alipay.
At the same time, I think it was a really good opportunity to make a lot of fucking money. You know, like people who got in it from 2017, 2018, they made a killing right now, as Jay just said earlier, that right now this is the worst time to buy because we're at all-time highs. But even though, let's say, if someone's buying at 30,000 or let's say 25,000, for you to double your investment, you want price to go to 50,000 or 60,000. So now you got to think to yourself that, okay, well, how long will that take? Because we know that, like, the last time price went up towards 20,000, and then it took almost like a year, a little bit over than a year, to break that high again. So if you're buying at 30,000, and are you like, I mean, no one knows how far it's going to reach us. I mean, fuck, man, it went to 20,000, retraced back to 3,800. So imagine someone bought at 18,000 and held it till 3,800. It's very uncertain, highly uncertain.
Then cashed out because they didn't want to end up with zero.
Yeah,
And now it's
exactly.
gone to 36.
Yeah. Yeah. Raja talks so loud because I'm the host. and the mic just bumps my volume up for some reason.
Rakeel, you see how you were saying about having the digital currency, the yen or whatever. That's what contactless is.
I don't know what that
Contactless
is.
pretty much is a contactless on your card. On your
Oh,
bank
yeah.
card.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've still done away with money, and you've still got money. You're just using a different payment method, which is chip and pin, contactless.
Yeah, I remember when I was in England in September, and central London, they don't take cash anymore.
Yeah, even the tube, the buses, you just tap your card.
Yeah.
Or your smartwatch or your phone.
If the big reset is coming, we are done and Forex will be shut down. No, it will keep on running. Because if the Forex is shut down, that means we're not using pound or yen or dollar or rupees, and that's not going to happen. So from this morning, Euro yen has just been ranging. Gold is figuring out whether it wants to break above 1918 or break below 1915. The only good move we had was on pound going up towards 141. Just shy of about a pip, but it still made it there, so it was very good. People who caught this trade, congratulations, you got to win. But if you take another, now here's the thing: people came on the stream, you took a winning trade, perfect, well done. Now there's no reason to take another trade and lose these profits, because if you lose these profits later on in the day or when we're done from the stream, man, you're gonna feel like a dumbass, and I mean, not like a dumbass, sorry about that, but like an intelligent dumbass, because sometimes what happens is that we think we're so intelligent, we're so smart that we can double our money, so obviously you can, like, you can analyze charts and be intelligent, but then that move is going to be dumbass move. So that's why we say, like, sometimes we become intelligent dumbasses. We know what's good for us, but we don't know what's really good for us.
That's a good one. Intelligent dumbasses. I like that one.
Yeah, because what good is a good trade, but what's not good for us is another opportunity where we might lose profits. All right, let's take a look at this Bitcoin chart.
I've always said, just take the market, like whatever can give you, just take it. Don't be greedy.
Oh, this is not a Bitcoin chart. This is a pound, yen, and the gold chart. You know what? The arguments over currencies and crypto, and arguments over Democrats and Republicans and politics and religion, these arguments will never end. Never end. It's like one party, they believe wholeheartedly in whatever they believe in, and the other party, they believe wholeheartedly in whatever they believe in. And those beliefs are set in stone. You can't break those beliefs. So for us to live in harmony, we just have to, like, keep our beliefs aside and just stay together and just go with the flow. I'm just going with the flow and whatever is happening in the economy here.
Yeah, nicely said.
Do you have to publish idea for it to refresh? I have no idea. I don't know how to use TradingView other than drawing lines. That's it. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, this is BTC. Okay, 38,000, almost to 40,000. Okay. Is fundamental analysis important for Forex? The way how I'll use fundamentals, I'm just going to keep fundamentals in the back of my mind. That's how I'm going to use fundamentals. I'm not going to strictly rely on them to take a trade per se. I'm going to keep them in the back of my mind, and then I'm going to go from there.
Hey Roger, can you hear me?
Yes.
I have a question regarding risk management. This is on this current trade. So let's say like this 15-minute would have closed something like this, like on the same time. For instance, we took the trade based off this close. Let's say like it closed something like this. In this situation, would this have been a confirmation for you to potentially close the trade, or would you have continued to let it run?
Oh, if that 15-minute candle, that small bullish candle, if it closed like a small bearish candle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, would have still been in the trade, because then we would have brought a stop below this wick over here and then anticipated the next candle to break the high to continue up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is there any likelihood for gold to move down to 1850? 1850.
Oh, that's deep.
That is far, far away. The only way that can happen is if the vaccines are given to everybody in the world at the same time. That's when you can get gold coming down to 1850, man. That's long away. That's way too far away. I think we can start having conversations around 1850 once we start coming down to 1870. Then we can start talking about 1850. You know, but we really need some changes happening, because right now we got lockdowns happening now. Bigger lockdowns are coming in. Bigger lockdowns mean what? Weak currencies. That means stronger gold. You know, but then once we have the vaccines to start rolling out in countries and continents, then that means stronger currencies and weaker gold. You know, and then we can see gold moving down. Like, that's how I understand based on fundamentals and what's happening.
Yeah, they would need a lift of restrictions. A lift of restrictions worldwide, a lift of lockdowns, resume travel.
Yeah, the economies will have to open up back again.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna have vaccine wallets.
Yeah.
Vaccine wallets.
I'm looking to buy metals in physical for long time holding. When you think is a good moment I buy? I have no idea. I have no experience in buying metals, physical metals. So I have no idea. But what I have seen is that overall it just always goes up, right? And it just, like, how long are you going to hold it? You're going to have to hold it for a long time, like 10 years, 20 years. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is pound yen, break resistance zone, enter at 140,800 over here, sold 50% of the first trade, hold second trade, taking profit, sold out for the day. Beautiful. Very nice. The most amazing trade for this day over here was that pound yen buys.
Yeah.
Hey, with $500 account, is it too hard to make $5 per trade? Yes. Oh no, it's not too hard at all. $5 is 1%. So making 1% is pretty easy. I mean, look at this. We had this one trade, and if you risked 1% over here, you would have made 1%. Yeah, actually, you would have made more than 1%. Oh, yeah, actually, you would have made 1% because, you know, we closed the partial position. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Same idea here. Now I feel bad for closing it because it went up. How can I change my mindset? Well, next time maybe, reduce 50% risk after 5-minute bearish candle, then closed 100%. How can I change my mindset? You just gotta hold it. There's no way you can change your mindset. You just gotta hold it. If you're closing 50%, there's no reason to close 100%. Because the whole reason you're closing partial positions is to reduce risk. You know, so even if price hits your stop loss after you close 50%, you're basically losing less than what you planned on losing. You know, so you gotta let the rest run. I was talking to my brother yesterday, and we were talking about investing in some marketplace company stocks, you know, like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, Walmart marketplace is opening now soon, because that's going to be the norm now. That's going to be the norm, these marketplace websites. And when Walmart marketplace comes up, oh man, because think about it, with these lockdowns happening, more people are staying home and more people are looking for side hustles, side businesses, right? And how are they going to run that? Yeah. Facebook marketplace, Etsy, Walmart marketplace, Amazon. So when they post products on these marketplaces, those marketplaces make money, their shares go up. And
Elon Musk is only 10 billion behind Jeff Bezos now.
Yeah, and what they were talking about was that the Walmart marketplace is going to be the only one that's going to compete with Amazon, because Walmart has so much money put aside, man. It's crazy. All they've done is retail. Think about it. Since whenever they've started, they've only done retail. Amazon has been reinvesting their money over and over and over again. Walmart is like a powerhouse, just doing retail, and now they're looking to compete. They got a lot of cash on hand.
They have a lot of real estate too. They're always an anchor, so you never see it by itself. There's always shops and restaurants and everything in that plaza. Walmart they're massive.
You know what they do? They buy the entire, let's say, land. You know, they buy the entire land, and then they're leasing parts of the lands to those groups. You know, like Staples is gonna come with them, and like, you know, these small stores. They lease that land out to them, because you're right, Walmart is an anchor. When Walmart comes in, you got 10, 20 other stores around it.
Yeah. So you think like Walmart is the one that bought that whole acre per se, and now it's renting it out like in divisions?
That's 100%. What McDonald's do. That's what McDonald's do. Every plot that a McDonald's is on, they own the land.
Right.
Same thing with Target also.
Yeah, Target brings Starbucks to the yard.
To the yard.
My milkshake.
Same thing with Terra.
Just like the live streams bring the gulag to the yard.
My live streams bring all the boys to the yard.
All right. Hey Raja, what do you mean by? Oh, okay. What do you mean by risk 1%? So if I have $1,000 account, I should do max 10-cent lots. How does that work? Don't worry, I only paper trade. I'm learning as much as I can for free. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, if you have $1,000 account and you have a 10-cent lot, if you lose $10, then you've risked 1%. It's basic mathematics. I mean, percentages. When we learned that in grade 5. I mean, if you have $100, what's 1% of $100? $1. So this is how it is, right? You got 100, and if it says percent, so this means, so let's say you have, actually no, you know what? I'm going to expose myself off my bad mathematics. I'm not going to do that. You get the idea.
Be right back.
All right. Do you use 15 lots on a $10,000 account? No. Where'd you get that information? Why is your support all the way down there instead of consolidation? Oh, because that's this right here. Does this make you feel better? Because that's on the 15 minute, right? It's on the 15 minute. So 15 minute, we were looking at this candle to close above this area, which it did. But all this analysis was based on a 30 minute because the 30 minute closed below. Man, listen, this trade here, the way we broke down market structure was amazing in this way. Because look, we entered after this 30 minute candle closed, right? And then we anticipated the 15-minute candle to not break the low over here. Because if we would have entered on the 30-minute, our stop would have been all the way down over there. So we put our stop loss below the 15-minute candle of this 30-minute candle right over here. So if you look right here, stop was right down over there on this 15-minute candle, which was the part of this 30-minute candle. So it's really important to break down candles and to kind of like, you know, I mean, manage your trades in that way when you're breaking down candles.
Even on 5 minutes, we said it. If we break below 140.800, then it's not valid anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
See how does it? Hold on, give me a second. See how this structure was created before this push. So we said it, if we start breaking below this area, it's probably coming this. So at that point, the trade is not valid anymore.
But you traded 15 lots on 10,000. Oh, no, that was after. So what happened was I withdrew 270,000 and then I left 10,000 in the account to trade on election. So I was just risking 10,000. So that's what happened. So that's why I did, you know, a little bit overboard with that. But generally, I would never do that. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Someone took a sell. Let's take a look here. GJ 15-minute rejection from resistance and upper trend line. You took a sell over here. Price coming down. See, it's good, but I would still call it risky, you know. And the reason why I'm going to call it risky is because a lot of times we've seen when price is trending bullish on pound yen especially, it's going to come up and it's going to come to a strong resistance and then it's going to just continue moving. You know, that has happened a lot of times, you know. So what I would advise, if you're really going to take sells that way, wait for, so let's say price came up, came down, wait for a support to be formed and then wait for that support to break to take that sell. That's a better way to look at a sell. You know, of course, you're going to be waiting longer. It's going to test your patience because you're waiting for candle to form support. But at the end of the day, you're going to come out with a much more mature trade that you can explain it to somebody. You know, because, I mean, I've tried it before. You know, whenever price is trending, it goes up to a strong resistance. I take a sell, I get stopped out, you know, when there's a lot of volume. So that way, you're going to basically remove those things from happening. Okay, let's take a look at this chart by Alex Talford. Let's see here. Oh, wrong chart from the gulag. Wrong chart, my friends. You know, the way GJ is moving, it seems like it's just doing a little retest to continue on moving in the rest of the NY session. All right, can I join your Zoom for explain Ethereum? Oh, that's Roham. No, Roham. Roham moves from currencies to oil to Bitcoin in the span of 4 months. What's this? The one, by the way, brokers like Oanda, you can trade micro lots, which is what I do. Use TradingView, and you can see visually your risk reward. Yeah, some brokers are connected with TradingView here. You should invite Cameron Foos. He also started Forex Now. Cameron Foos, who is that? That name rings a bell, but I can't really... I know that name. Cameron Foos. Is this Cameron Foos? This guy? No, probably not. I don't know. I think it's better to send me a link. Because we saw a hamster over there.
He has a lot of videos on YouTube. He made a killing in XRP when it was going up and everything.
Oh, hold on. Was that the guy with Kunal? Kunal?
Possibly. He lives in Bali right
Kunal
now.
Desai. Oh, yeah.
Videos.
I know. Yeah, these guys used to do stocks, right? They used to do stocks.
Bulls on Wall Street.
Bulls on Wall Street.
Crypto on Wall Street.
Yeah, I know him. Now I know. I used to watch their videos. Like when I started trading Forex, I used to watch their videos on stocks just to learn price action, and then it was just too complicated. I was like, damn, what are they talking about? He's into crypto and Forex now. Yeah, they move from stocks to crypto to Forex. This is what I don't get, when people, they jump industries. Why? I mean, you can be the best in your industry and do extremely well, but when you have someone jumping industries, it's just kind of like, I don't know what's going on. But he's been around for a very long time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna try to see if we can get him on. What do you think about gold? In my opinion, it's a sell, but I want to hear your opinion. All right, let's take a look here. In my opinion, gold is ranging over here. And I've had the zone drawn since we came on the charts. And yeah, we're just ranging here on the 15-minute time frame. We need to break below 1915 to come into this 30-40 pip range. Yeah, 42-43 pip range. Or we need to break above 1920, as Kervin mentioned earlier, to continue on towards 1927 in the 70 pip range.
Hey, Raja, I just posted the link in YouTube channel for that Cameron guy.
Yeah, I know who he is now.
All buys above 1921, sells below that support.
That's a dope setup.
All right, let's take a look at this GJ idea here. Idea for buys, impulse entry once we break above the highs or wait for support to form to take sells. I think looking for sells wouldn't be a good idea because this range is pretty small for sells, right? For sells, clean sells, I think below 146.50 as we mentioned earlier on when we came to the charts. But then again, I mean, if price comes down and creates a support, then you can look for potential buys for the NYSE and London close to continue moving up. Or you're right, at the same time, maybe you can look for buys above, 140, 970, 980. There's a guy pretending to be you, wanting to fund me an account with his broker. He's under the name Wicks Don't Lie on IG. No, Jeffrey, I have the name Wicks Don't Lie on IG. And if you think there's someone else with that same spelling and name, I think you need to maybe read that thing 10 times because it's... I think I'm famous now because I have a lot of fake profiles now.
Yeah, you should get verified. So.
Bro, some dude gave one of my profiles $5,000 because he said that they can flip his 5,000 to 10,000 in 10 days. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then he messaged me saying, hey, bro, I'm still waiting for my money. I'm like, what money?
He didn't see the chat history? Like,
no.
Come on, man.
And then he sent me the screenshot. I'm like, I'm like, how many followers does this profile has? He's like 5,000. And then I'm like, how much do I have? Yeah, it was crazy.
It's a big stone live with two hours, I think, something like that. I mean, if you get scammed by something like that, I think you kind of deserve it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, man,
I don't wanna sound like
you
a
gotta
dick,
learn the
but-
hard way.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, man. I mean, it just goes to show how desperate people are for money. Plus also the fact that if you think that someone's going to flip your investment double in 10 days, it's just crazy. Well, so far we only had Euro Yen is ranging still. Just only had one trade on GJ, and that was about it. Gold may break down 1915. Just need a candle to close below this area here. Oh, we got Cameron here. Cameron Foos Vlogs here in the chat. Awesome, we're just talking about you. Good words. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a DM, and hopefully we can have you on as a guest on the stream, Cameron.
That's the real Cameron?
Mm-hmm.
The real Cameron, please stand up. Stand up.
Is that a fact? How do I join the Discord group? There's no Discord group. There's no group. It's just this right here. We don't have any groups. All right, this candle's coming down to close in like a minute. Like a minute and 50 seconds. We are in a very delicate situation right now. Very delicate situation because gold has had no volume after London. Pre-New York ranged. New York opened range, didn't really move. So the next time of volume is in this next hour here. NYSE, New York Stock Exchange. That's the next time of volume. But I don't trade gold anyway, so probably going to leave in about 15 minutes.
Also keep in mind too with gold, we've had very strong moves for the last couple of days, both up and down. So you might find that we're not going to get any real activity at this point. I think people, the institutions are still digesting what Joe Biden is going to do. There's the instability with the vaccines rollout there. So I think there needs more clarity in the market surrounding the presidency as well as sort of the vaccine rollout for all these things. And then also the effectiveness of the vaccines and case counts, because right now we've seen first responders and people in the hospitals and stuff like that need the vaccines got them, but we haven't really seen how effective that's going to be in reducing case counts. So I think once we start to see the effectiveness of the vaccine through the general public, there'll be a little bit more movement with gold because the media will start reporting on that, and that'll bring either optimism or pessimism based on that.
See, we've broken the low over here now in the 15-minute candle, and this is going to be this is where I think we should continue down to 1911. Oh no, actually, you know what? I take that back. We got this minor support here on the 5-minute here.
Yes.
Kermit's like, no, Raja.
No, it's okay because the 4-hour candle right now has started to turn bearish. It was like a dodgy bullish candle. Now it's
Did it retest the?
yeah. So for this 4-hour candle, you can get a nice squeeze.
Oh yeah, retest
1910. 1910. If we close 1910, that's Tonso. That's Gucci. Because we're clearing all that support that we've been really struggling since Asian session to break. London broke and came back, closed back in range. New York should do the job. There you go.
Nice, look at that. Straight to 1911 here.
Yeah. I'm 34 profits. And I'm gonna secure that. You can see me, camera. I just close half. Another half.
Nice, Kervin, very nice. 22, 21 pips.
34. I secure like 75% at 34.
Oh, beautiful.
Now it's running 27. Yeah. Magic Keys is beautiful, man. I love this thing.
You know, that whole interface is so nice.
Yeah.
That whole interface, the software with the hardware, man, it's very, very neat. Very neat.
Yeah. And I'm still have one bullet for the day. So I just had two trades today.
This man has a Magnum.
GJ buy and gold sells now.
6 shots.
Yeah, 1910 is good.
Yeah, this should continue down over here. 1911 coming up. Yeah. Right, we were correct once again.
Yeah.
See, yesterday we had a losing trade. Today we had two great winning trades. How can I mark chat name yellow when I answer someone? Oh, you can't. Only the moderators can do that. I bet if I took this trade, the candle would have reversed and went up. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, most time that happens, right? You take a trade, it reverses, and when someone else takes it, it works. You're like, oh, come on, man.
It only takes one step to start your journey, and you'll never know where that step can take you.
Welcome to the Capital Hungry introduction to works that took place that previous week. You get access to that as well as the capital also following the.
Is that you, Raja?
Yeah, I'm watching Jeevan's introduction video.
Roham is here.
He always says the same thing. Welcome to Capital Hungry.
Welcome to Capital Hungry. It's like he's reading from paper, you know? Welcome to Capital Hungry.
He's got a script on.
All right. Man, gold came right down. Oh, look at that. It's about to break 1911 here. Oh, Kervin, what's happening with gold there?
It's really nice.
Nice. This was a really good call over here on gold.
Yeah.
A really good call here. 35 pip fall over here on gold. Let's see how's the gulag doing here. Oh wow, look at that.
Roham sent a chart. Let's see it.
still moving. Don't you think of wick fills to the left on gold? I mean, what do you mean wick fills to the left? I mean, if gold is breaking below 1911.70, then obviously it's going to continue down to fill these wicks over here. You know, but then you're letting your runner do this heavy lifting. You know, heavy lifting means when price breaks a zone, that's like heavy lifting, because we don't know if it's breaking this while the candle's open. We don't know whether it's going to continue moving or it's going to leave a wick. So this is why you're leaving runners, and if it continues moving, you're like, oh yeah, nice, let's go, let's go, let's go. But if it rejects and continues back in the range, then you're like, oh, okay, perfect, you know, at least I secured something.
Okay, BT from the Zoom chat is asking, what did make me to take this trade? Raja, can you go to the 15 minutes on gold? I'm gonna explain you really quick. All right. So as you can see, I was expecting gold to break above this area, right? Because this candle created support, and then we have price action creating higher highs and higher lows. So basically, after all that happened, this candle right here, broke above this one, the bearish one, and close as a doji, but break below this one. So at that point, I had this range to the downside. So my job was to wait for a small resistance to be created, which we had a small resistance over here. This candle right here, closed bullish, but still in range. This candle right here did the job. Broke bearish, closed bearish below the previous one. And at that point, I was expecting to retest this area right here. My job was looking for this candle right here. And that's it. It was a clean move. Sometimes it's hard because gold is not gonna give you, you know, a clean move. But since volume is hitting the markets, it's Gucci. Dollar is gaining strength. Everybody's optimistic right now in the US. Let's see.
Roham sent the chart of ETH as well, Ethereum, right? Roham sent the chart, and I'm looking at it, and it sees ETH as Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
Either like gold and GJ, same.
Flower make difference. Just big. Because at that point, the last 15-minute candle for the 4-hour was the catalytic for this candle to do the bearish move. Was looking at the 4-hour at that point. At 840 candles, the 4-hour candle on gold was bullish still. But at 847, the 4-hour candle start turning bearish. So at that point, I had the confidence to take this trade, to hold the trade. Now, when the doji when the candle closed doji, it was more of the continuation on the bullish run. But the bearish candle that closed next to the doji was bearish and broke below the previous one, the doji. So the next one closed bullish, and at that point it's just a range. So once the candle from 830 to 845 closed bearish below the bullish candle, that was the confirmation that we're gonna retest those lows. Because at that point we created some sort of resistance 1918. Mind my English.
Good like India. Good like first 18. This guy's a trip.
have you considered making Magic Keys a window app that is identical but doesn't require the hardware, like an on-screen keyboard? See, there are apps like that, which are software based and all of that. There are apps like that. But we didn't want an app like a software app. We wanted something physical like this. And that's what we had, physical. There are a lot of software apps you can get. You can get scripts and all that. Perfect, you know, but having a physical product like this is what I wanted, because like I used to look at all the stock traders. I used to look at people who have Bloomberg terminals and they had Bloomberg keyboards with them, you know. I'm like, man, these guys have Bloomberg keyboards. I'm here making like, you know, like 700,000, 600,000 a year on trading profits, and how come I don't have a keyboard? And then we came out with this. We're like, boom, we're gonna get this. This is what we got.
Yeah, hardware.
Yep. But I'm gonna head off over here. This is the end time here for me.
Raja.
Bye bye.
Bye, man.
Thank you, everyone.
People.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Have fun.
Yeah, man.
Bye, muchachos, muchachas.
Shukriya.
Shukriya.
Mac stream later. Yeah.
Yakshimash. Oh yeah, Mac is streaming tonight.
Did you fix the sound, Mac?
Yeah, I fixed the sound, but I have a funeral to attend to.
Okay.
Oh,
shit. Sorry.
Well, we'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, sir. All right.
man.
Be safe, guys. Bye.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Shukriya. Thank you. Muchas gracias.